Today we're going to break down a good foil versus a bad foil. So what makes a good foil? So let's check out how I can use Blonde Plex and the mechanics of how to improve your highlights. And all these products are available at thewellastore.com. All right, so let's do a bad foil first. So this is kind of what I see on Instagram or social media or things like that, is I see a lot of stylists moving product around. So applying the product, you're trying to spread it out, make sure you have good saturation, and you're kind of moving this all around. Here's one of the key things is saturation equals lift. So making sure that you're using enough product really ensures that you get maximum lift. So here's something else that I see, is taking the foil, folding it again, taking my foil, swiping it, flattening it out, and then I might fold it and then swipe. So that's kind of what we see on social media. So let's talk about a good foil. So what makes a good foil? For me, when I think about a good foil, it's all about saturation, because saturation equals lift. So when I'm doing my foil work, I really want to make sure that I'm using a lot of product in order to get full saturation, because the more saturation that you use, the better lift you get. You can see that about every 2 swipes, I'm actually picking up more lightener. So this will enable me to get the brightest results possible. So making sure that my saturation is nice and even. Now, when I go to close up my foil, I want to make sure that I'm not disrupting my saturation, because all the creasing and the swiping can disrupt and separate the product, so that way it doesn't process correctly. So when I am folding, I want to do one very nice fold, and I don't want to go through and swipe my foil, but I want to make sure that I'm leaving a nice little air pocket at the very bottom, so that way I'm not bending and creasing. So then I will take my weaving comb and use the teeth of my comb and crease just ever so slightly, lay the end in, crease, and lay the end in. So let's take a look at how the saturation differs from a good foil to a bad foil. So the first foil, when I open this up, we can see already that there is a lot of variation with my saturation. So with the principle of saturation equals lift, I got a lot of variation of lift in this foil. So let's take a look at the second foil, which has minimal fold and minimal manipulation, because I always say in my seminars, the less you touch the foils, the better. So here, you can see that the saturation is still very consistent, and I don't have that crease right there. So we can see here, we have a lot less saturation and a lot of disruption to our product. And in foil 2, we have nice, consistent, even saturation. So with this foil, we're not gonna get consistent lift. With this one, we're gonna get maximum lift and the most consistent results. So if you wanna come hang out with me in the Wella studio in Los Angeles, check out wellaed.com for all seminar information.